Hey there, action figure fans. Thanks for clicking. Um, I've had this guy for a while and I just haven't reviewed him because I've been busy and I've honestly been having different pastimes recently where I'm not actually collecting or I haven't been buying as many action figures or doing dioramas. I've been actually outside and playing on something called the One Wheel. Maybe I'll do some reviews on that. But for those of you who watched this whole Hasbro PulseCon, you can see all the new Cobra GI Joe stuff that's coming out, which is pretty exciting. Except for the fact that they are going to be Target exclusives, which has really been the bane of, I think, this toy line. Um, you know, a lot of a lot of collectors that want these figures can't get them other than through scalpers. And honestly, there's a lot of dishonest. I'm not saying that all the Target employees are dishonest, but there are some dishonest Target employees that are either scalping them themselves or saving them for their friends. Even though the figures are in stock, they're either hiding them and not getting other, true collectors being able to purchase them. Um, this figure, though, I got off of Amazon. Sorry for the noise for removing the packaging. Let me try and do this as quick as possible. But you can see these are all the accessories that coming with. Sorry, let me just pop this out real quick. So, and I'm sure you've already seen reviews on this guy already. I figured I would just go ahead and review him since I'm actually going to open him. So before we review him, why don't we look at the box real quick. The back, same as all the other stuff. On this side, you can see the side art. My box is not in the best of shape because Amazon delivered him without care. And not in a box, just like in one of those little bag pouches. More box art right here in the front. Says his name, G.I. Joe Classified Series, and again, some icons, which probably has to do with the actual G.I. Joe game that's coming out, number 7 in the series. So that's him. So oddly enough, I have my deluxe Snake Eyes, I have my Storm Shadow, and I had this Gung Ho. I ordered the whole first wave, a long time ago on Dorkside Toys, and surprise, surprise, I have not gotten them. Thank you, Dorkside Toys. And thank you, Robo, for always recommending Dorkside Toys. They deliver for you, but not for anyone else, unfortunately. So let's see if the lighting is okay here. I probably have to move this lighting. There you go. That's a little bit better for you. So I used to collect the original figures, not the big ones back in the 50s or 60s, but back in the 80s, I used to have a ton of G.I. Joe stuff. And the one reason why I never liked Gung Ho was the colors of his outfit. He had that really like turquoise, aqua green type vest and whatnot, which never made sense to me. Why, he would have such odd, bright colors, as a military person. So this is more in line in terms of the colors of what I always thought he should have been in. So so far, just aesthetically looking at him overall, this guy looks great. Even has that tattoo in the front. The sculpt is good. He shares I believe, the roadblock body. Unfortunately, again, I haven't gotten my figure from Dorkside Toys yet. I'll probably have to call them again and figure out what's going on. So let's look at that head sculpt. And looks like they've got some face print technology on him, so that's nice. Little mohawk here. He kind of looks like what's that one MMA fighter? I forgot. It's been a while since I watched any MMA. I like the vest. I'm sure I could probably take this off. Might be a pain in the butt, but let's go ahead and try this for you guys. Hopefully I don't rip it. So here you go. Awesome. Now he just looks like a regular wrestler. So he's got, I guess you call this as an accessory, his vest. His vest has got whatever this thing is. I'm sure this has to do with the game as well. He's got some grenades that are clipped on here to the strap up above. There's a nice color to the plates that he has on his chest. And then on top of that has some sort of other covering on top of the plates. There's a nice hole for the back through the vest. It goes to his back so that he can plug in this accessory. You can see he's got his elbow pads, which are removable. They slide up and down. Looks like there's a wrist guard too, so if you pop out that hand, I'm sure that'll slide out. This little forearm gauntlet. So again, nice metal piece. The straps are painted. That's nice. He's got gloves. No real color on the gloves. They're just all brown. No wash or anything on there. Actually, there's no wash on this figure at all, that I can see, which is the only kind of downfall. Like this skin right here looks really plasticky. Looks kind of like a Ken doll. But you know, the sculpt is pretty good. He's got straps here on his thigh, and it looks like some sort of grenade, or gas grenade or smoke grenade. Not sure. And that again is detachable. His belt is not detachable, but it is nicely painted here with the buckle. And his boots have this armor covering. All the Joes have these things, so whether you like it or not, they're there. They don't come off. It's part of the sculpt. So now that we kind of looked at his overall details, and he's got camo fatigues, when we look at some of his accessories, which are not painted at all. So maybe one day when I feel up to it, I will paint these and highlight whatever colors I want to paint it as. This looks like a shotgun, but not quite. It's got this weird front here. Unless this is not a shotgun and this portion is like a grenade launcher, but probably not because this part is super tiny. Not sure if that's too dark for you guys to see. Let's see if that's any better. Probably not. But so looks kind of cool. This one looks like another futuristic gun with big old cartridges here. So maybe this is a grenade launcher. Who knows? Again, no paint, but lots of sculpt details. Mine looks a little bent from the packaging. This one definitely looks futuristic, and I guess this is the front. Here's the clip. There's the actual trigger, and I guess the hand would go here for the support. This is a big old gun though. Again, no paint whatsoever. It's got rails here and a sight. These other ones have rails and sights. Yep, rails and sights on that. Kind of a small one on this one. Not very good. His backpack, I'm sure it fits all his guns here. Let's see if we can plug these in. Not sure if there's a specific way. I'm sure there is. I'm sure this one goes in here. So it's nice that you can clip all these things in. Not sure how this one's gonna go, but I'm sure this probably had to go on first for the handle. I'm assuming this goes on here because this is such a small piece. I don't know. We'll figure it out another time. In any case, this rucksack has got nice details. Again, there's no paint on here whatsoever, but it's nice that it does fit his guns on there. And it does plug up in here. And I'm going to assume that it plugs this way, like this. That's pretty tight in there. This probably is not the right way because that way is too tall. So my original way of putting it is probably the correct way, and probably fits better with the vest on because you can see the peg is really long. So I'm sure you already know the articulation by now if you've seen a G.I. Joe review, but his top of his head is on a ball peg, and it's got a forward-backward movement as well. The base of the neck does have, actually, is there any motion? Yeah, there's some motion, but it is very slight. So really not that much motion in this socket here in the base of the neck. His shoulders have a butterfly joint, so he can, I guess it's kind of limited because of his pecs, but it can only go forward that much, but it can go back pretty far, about that much. So that's nice. And it can go all the way around. You could see it can go up about 90 degrees. That's good. He's got a bicep swivel there. He's got double jointed elbows, which the strap would say get in the way, but it can go much greater than 90 degrees, so that's good. Probably less if you had the strap in its proper position. And then this one's got a lateral swivel here for this arm, which I never like for toys that are supposed to, figures that are supposed to have weapons. Again, lateral. These are not wrists for gun wielding. Don't know why the toy companies do this still. It should really have more of a vertical hinge for the wrists. So he's got this ab crunch. So while it goes really far back, breaks his back like that, and goes really far forward. So I guess that's good. And then there's a ball socket here in the waist, so he can bend that much on the other side and can bend that much forward and bend really far back. His hips, you can see the legs can drop down just like all the other ones. Maybe not as far as some of the other ones, other GI Joes that is, but he can kick about less than 90 degrees. It's hindered by the sculpt here, and he can kick back very little because of his butt sculpt. So it's okay. I don't need Roadblock to be super flexible, although he can do the near splits, side splits that is. His knees are double jointed, and he can not kick his own butt, I don't think, because of the sculpt. It's a little too big, but still really good. It goes much greater than 90 degrees. So more like a 45-degree angle here, I guess. And his, there's a thigh swivel too. Is there a boot? Yep, there's a boot swivel. And there's a forward pointing ankle rocker. Swivel right there. Forward flexion of the foot is limited due to the armor of the boot, and gets about that far pointed for extension. So overall, this figure is pretty good. I like them. I like the colors much more than I like the original Gung Ho. And you know, I'm glad I got him. I honestly am not sure if I'm going to be collecting this line, only because the Target exclusives have made it so hard to actually collect this line, especially if you want to be a completist. And for all those jerks out there that think, you know, this toy hunt game is only for the strong and weak, because there is a guy out there that was quoting that in Facebook. That guy's a douchebag. He's from California area. Don't know if you know him. I don't know him, but he is a douchebag. Because the bottom line is, this is toys we're talking about. Where are? Oh, it wasn't just. His comment was, this game isn't just for the weak, and you got to make sure that you're strong and you got basically money, so you can't be weak and poor. That's what he was saying. Basically, he's a jerk. But I think these toys and these collections are supposed to be for everyone, not for people just to scalp them to make money off of people that enjoy the figures. So unfortunately, although I think I would like this line, because Hasbro distribution is so poor, even just in the country, right? Everything in California gets all these figures first, and you know, the rest of the country gets scraps. So you know, I usually order my figures online now, but when it comes to exclusives, even HasbroPulse.com exclusives, unless you're ready for it and there ordering when it first comes out, you might not get those exclusives. So, you know, Hasbro's been failing us long-time collectors. I've been collecting the Marvel Legends line since 2005. Honestly, I might be done with Marvel Legends because they're raising the price, distribution sucks, and I don't think the quality of figures, although maybe better, they're not that much better, and you know, it's just not fun anymore. So, but these GI Joes look really good, and they look better to me than the Marvel Legends, but you know, they're just hard to get. So same thing goes with the Star Wars Black Series. You know, I was all in before, but now they're just too hard to get. So, you know, I'm done wasting my time hunting. If I get some figures, so be it. But I'm finding other ways to occupy my time now. Unfortunately, they're more expensive. But oh well, you know. But this guy looks awesome. Wow, just even looking on camera, he looks really good. So, if you find them or if you get them, you know, whether it be online or in store, I'd say pick this guy up. So, yeah, apologize for my ranting. Just it's disappointing when you actually kind of like a toy line and you can't seem to get those figures. So, all right. Thanks for watching.